Let's get nasty. Previously on Kimba TV. You can see the math playing out, right? 7A6, 05, 66. So this is really, I don't want to say make it or break it, but it's kind of important that I would say maybe one more, but I don't think it can handle a second. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Volume good. I missed you guys too on Friday. I flew, and now I'm back in San Diego, as you can see. You guys ready to get nasty? Are you guys ready to get nasty? Are you guys ready to get nasty? I think so I need to get caught up on TA. And so I thought this would be a perfect time to actually just do it live. So I'm gonna nerd out for like 30, 40 minutes. I'm gonna literally do the same thing that I always do. Usually I do this on a Monday morning. But this is like real life shit. I need to get caught up on TA. I'm gonna start from scratch. You guys will see it from start to finish. So it's like 30 minutes of it. I'm gonna just put on some Beethoven or some kind of classical music and just nerd out. And then we can regroup when we're done, something like that. Because who got stopped out? I got stopped out, not. Who had that D-gen halfway full retard, halfway behind the 886 stop loss? Psh, Pixel. I got away with it with like $50 to spare, right? But here's the thing. Okay, we got to do the TA real quick. I got to do the TA real quick because I don't know if I should be TPing at 29.4. I don't know if I should be TPing and shorting at 29.7. You know what I mean? Are we going to be taking the swing failure pattern up at 30K? I don't know. So we got to figure that shit out. But, you know, like I said, if this long doesn't work, I'm not going to long again. I don't even think I would be looking for like a swing fail of that low. That really wouldn't make sense to swing fail and get some sort of bounce from nothing, especially since we already bounced off of single print. So, and my whole thought process was I'm trying not to get stopped out. So I just kept it where it was. Yeah, I saw the sweep of the sweep. That's why, like, even during Macaulay Culkin time, we talk about, do you really trust whatever happens during Macaulay Culkin hour or over the weekend? So I just kept it at the behind the 886, halfway through the 886. That being said, we're about to approach NFL primetime music. There is 938 Bitcoin at 29.3. So I'm aware of that. Maybe for like 10, 15 minutes, we kick it. I'm going to let us up just a tiny bit, make a little bit of tea. But like I said, I need to get caught up on TA, and this is you're going to see exactly what I do to identify levels and shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a brand new workspace. Let's just call it fresh levels. So fresh chart, and so you'll be able to. But let's watch this. I mean, Binancio Magneto's probably gonna get punctured. But how we doing? How we doing? Air D, Nixo, Motas. If you got stopped out, that's all right. But that's why I put mine halfway behind the 886. And you have to have a thesis, you know. Like if I'm not. I said I'm not gonna long if I get stopped out on this. Not even a sweep, really. You know what's really dope though? ETH swept. I pussied out. I pussied out on the ETH, but ETH swept. Yeah. Yeah, I pussied out last minute because I wasn't gonna be able to look at the chart, so I had to put blind limits, and I just kind of felt stupid doing it. Especially since I wasn't guaranteed Bitcoin bouncing, and I already pissed away a bunch of unrealized. But you know, they're not going to pump it until they get rid of all retail. And the idea that Sato and right, because Humpty Dumpty, they're both still in longs, yeah. That sucks. Yeah. But anyways, we have levels to go. So how we doing? Buzzo says I got stopped out. No worries. But And so, if anything, here's what I think if you got stopped out, here is a great example, a real life example of the price action that you need to consider when the price is pulling back. And when I say, if you want to maximize profits, start putting your stop loss behind 382. You know, and if you don't want to get stopped out, then put it halfway around 886. You could even do break even. Yes. I didn't look at the charts at all, really. So over the weekend, so I think I'm pretty non-biased. Yeah, so I'm gonna just redo a fresh chart. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start. Okay. Well, it didn't take as long. How did I turn this music off? It didn't take as long as I thought it would. So for me, those are all the point of controls and daily, weekly, and monthlies. The orange ones are the daily, weekly, monthlies. The blue ones are point of controls naked. Yeah, so clearly the 29.7 is kind of a resistance. An area that I might have to consider TPing and or shorting is 29.7. Next would be the sweep of this at 30,000, like 140. It would sweep this. So we have that as a sweep possible. Ideally, I want this sweep. $29.7 short. Okay, so here's my dilemma. I've already sat through, in my opinion, the craziest of the craziest, and I still didn't get stopped out. So, yeah, like the 29.7 daily Kimba box short might be in play, but here's my, then you would have to play that sweep. Nah, I don't know. I don't think that sweep would hold. So for me, it doesn't make sense. For me, it should do this. I think I want this. So TP levels that I need to think about and potentially look for shorts is obviously the 29.6, 29.7 zone. A possible sweep of the previous high, so somewhere between the 30,060 and 30,140. It would go higher than 140 probably, maybe confluence with like 230, 275 POC and a weekly. But if you're that high, that's going to get grabbed because that's where all the money is, 30,400 and 500 area. I think I'm already playing the dumbass playbook. So I think I'm going to just try to go for the home run. Or you think it's going to sweep and I'm going to round trip again. And then, okay, so those are levels to the upside for possible TPs and shorts. 29.6 to 29.7, the 30,060, 30,140 sweep. And then the one that I really want is like the 30,500 sweep. You know, and then for longs, well, you would already be in a long. I guess you could try the sweep of a sweep. I'm not gonna, if it goes here and gets rejected, I'm not taking that sweep. Unless it does a sweep formation. God, that would be so weird. Because 27.2 is in play. 27.2 before 32.4, I think, is in play. I think that's the higher statistical move. So, fuck it. It's all or nothing at this point because it went to like 886. I pissed away like 90% of unrealized, so I might as well. Which one was I using? Binance? There we go. Yeah, okay, well, at least we're above Big Daddy Golden Pocket. Let's go back to the 1 hour real quick. Okay, well, what y'all want to talk about? So those are my levels. That's how I would go about finding all the levels. And then, here, let's watch NFL Primetime. I can't do NFL Primetime on here, but you guys should load it up. It looks like 560 bodyguarding at 270, 500 at 280, 660 at 290, and then Big Daddy 1,400 at 29.3, y'all. Coke Zero says 618 hold. I think there's opportunities to scalp long Coke Zero, but I'm not interested in a long until 27.2 if this long doesn't work. You know what my ideal situation is, Coke Zero? So if you go back to the day before's posting in the Discord, I actually talk about the levels. That's still in play, but significantly lower levels. So let me read you guys what I said. Daily at 30,066 with single print at 30,030, tapped and reasonable level for a pullback. So that was here. It actually front ran the daily, which is why it could just sweep this bad boy. And then I said weekly at 30,231.50 and monthly at 30,460. So that hasn't really changed. And those are also within the levels that we drew out today. Okay. 29, here we go. 29,850 is big zone value area low. So creeping into that and turning it into support would increase probability for visiting 30,300 big zone POC and then ultimately 30,825. It could still go to 29.6, 29.7 zone, get rejected, and then sweep 28.6 and then try to go get 30,004. That's possible. I would prefer that it grabbed 30,004. I get out of this goofy ass long and I get in a big ass short, and then we poo-poo to 27.2. I get the long from 27.2. We go to 32.4 and possibly higher. But we're probably going to nuke from 32.4. 27.2 is in play now. It's perfectly on 6.6. Yeah. And I'm sure like Carl the Moon and MM Crypto, there's like the trend line or something like, right? Like the retail trend line or whatever. Okay, well, 27.6, 20, or what did I say? 29.6, 29.7, first area of possible significant resistance, y'all. So these are pretty high time frame stuff, so they won't really change. The yellows indicate sweep areas. The yellow line, the orange is time-based, so daily, weekly, monthly, and then the blues are naked point of controls. When next streamathon? I think next Friday. So this Friday, we're going to officially kick off a lot of fun stuff. This Friday, the weekly trading competition starts, and that's going to kick off a whole bunch of stuff. Next week, we also have merch reveal, but this Friday, the first thing that's going to happen is the trading competition kicks off, the weekly. So exclamation KOJ. All right. Okay. No questions? I think we're good. We talked about all the levels to the upside, so potential TP areas and potential short entries. And then, we also talked about to the downside as well. Well, everybody get some sleep, get some rest. Rooting for you guys. And don't leave me at the train station because I don't think I'm going to set any alarms. I'm going to just try to sleep peacefully for the next 5-6 hours. All right, you guys, sleep well, rest well. Market makers, go ahead and do your thing, and then Sato, take us away.